Hey yo, big shout out to Buka for giving me the idea for making this build video. But what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Alvin MB10, aka AMR10, and as you can tell by what's on the thumbnail, title, and screen, what I got for you today happens to be some more NBA 2K22 Next Gen. More specifically, what I got for you today happens to be the glitched out Magic Johnson point guard build within NBA 2K22 Next Gen. Now, I'm not gonna lie, making this build, it was a bit hard because personally, Buka asked me to make a build that can do it all. So I figured, hey, let's give it our best shot. Now, as most of you know, Magic Johnson was the point guard for the Los Angeles Lakers, jersey number 32. He was a right-handed shooter, even though the jump shot looked kind of weird. Height-wise, he did come in at about 6'9", but for the sake of this build, I do gotta make it 6'7", because at 6'9", he won't get the playmaking attributes he solely deserves. But as I said, 6'7". When it comes to the weight, I decided to leave it at 180, and I decided to leave the wingspan at 6'6", because anything higher than this really messes with the attributes. And I will point out again, this is the glitch part of the build, because if I increase his wingspan to anything at 6'7" or above, I won't be able to bring it back down to 6'6", which allows me to get these specific attributes that we can get on the build. Body shape wise, I would have said he was more on the slightly built, defined side of it, but hey, it is what it is. But before we get into the full breakdown of this build, I gotta say a big old shout out to everybody because we finally hit 550 subscribers. Big old round of applause to all of you, because I low-key couldn't have done it without all of you. And yeah, as I said, we're gonna keep on growing. So now the new goal is to hit 600 by the end of February. So I just gotta say, if you're new to the channel and you ain't done so yet, do me a favor, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, because as most of you know, we're trying to grow and get to 600 as soon as we can. And if you like today's video and you want to see more NBA 2K22 content or any FIFA, UFC, or anything along those lines, then do me a favor, go ahead and drop a like on the video, because it really helps me in understanding what you guys like to see and what you don't. And if you have a comment on a specific build, or you have any type of video idea that you want me to try out, or you have any type of game you want to see me play, then do me a favor, go ahead and drop a comment down below in the comments, because I do love interacting with you guys. And again, I am making a strong push for this, but we recently unlocked the community section within the channel, so we're hosting a lot of polls on the main channel page. So feel free to go check those out, because trust me, we do get it popping over there. Yeah. Now, as this is a Magic Johnson build, the first thing I gotta mess with happens to be the playmaking. I decided to go with an 87 ball handle because this allows me the ability of getting gold unpluckable and Hall of Fame triple threat juke, even though Magic wasn't one of the, greatest triple threat move players in the league. Pass accuracy wise, I decided to go with a 90 because this is Magic Johnson, one of the greatest playmaking, floor spreading point guards we've ever seen in the game. So with a 90 pass accuracy, this allows me to get all badges at gold when it comes to the passing attribute side of it. And then on the speed with ball, I decided to go with an 80, just because honestly that's the bare minimum you need to get gold. You know what I'm saying? Quick first step. Now, the next thing to mess with will be the physicals. I decided to go with an 81 speed just because he wasn't one of the fastest players in the league, and also an 81 when it came to excel, because again, he wasn't one of the fastest players. When it came down to it, Magic Johnson was not uber athletic, but he was athletically gifted. You know what I'm saying? You have to be athletically gifted to play in the NBA. Vertical wise, I did go with an 80. This is because when I deal with the dunking stats, you will see why. And on the stamina side of it, I did decide to go with an 87. Now, me personally, I never watched too much Magic Johnson, so when making this build, I really just had to work off of what I have seen. So first things first, I'm gonna give him an 85 driving dunk, because even though he didn't, slam the ball all the time and, spent most of his time laying it up at the cup, if you know, you know. And then when it came to the driving layup, I decided to go with an 88 because, as I said, when it came to finishing at the cup, majority of Magic's finesse was the ability to finish that nice little hook shot, or just finish at the cup with that finger roll. Now, when it came to the close shot, I decided to go with a 55. This is mainly because of the fact that it's affected by what I did with the mid-range jump shot. So shooting-wise, I decided to go with an 84 on the 3 ball. And then just to match it, I decided to also go with an 84 on the mid-range jump shot. This allows you to get a total of 27 shooting badges, with majority of them being gold. The only ones being silver being Stop and Pop. Wait, hold up, am I saying? Yeah, Stop and Pop, Blinders, Chef, Green Machine, and Deadeye. As I said, this is a Magic Johnson build, so you're not looking to be the best shooter in the gym. You're more looking to be one of the best all-around point guards on the floor. Now, this is where the build really stands out, because outside of having the ability to shoot, finish at the cup, play make, and be somewhat athletic, this build gets some of the greatest defensive stats you've ever seen in your life. First thing being, we managed to get an 85 on the perimeter defense, allowing us to get gold clamps because that's necessary on most point guard builds. Then an 86 on the steal because this allows us to get gold pickpocket and gold interceptor. When it came to the block, we managed to get a 65, which allows us to get silver intimidator because that's the bare minimum, as well as silver pogo stick and bronze chase star artist. And then when it came to the rebounding side of the ball, I decided to go with a 73 on the defensive and then a 64 on the offensive. Now in total, as you can see, what we have here is 19 total finishing badges, key ones being gold acrobat, limitless takeoff, mouse in the house, slithery finisher, unstrippable pro touch, and then obviously you can strap on posterizer or fearless finisher if you really want to. Then shooting wise, we finished with 27 shooting badges, only ones being silver as I discussed before, being blinders, chef, green machine, stop and pop, and deadeye. You don't get mismatch expert because of the fact that he's over 6'5", which, you know what I'm saying, is expected, because the truth of it is, it's kind of peak. And then when it comes to the playmaking side of the ball, everything is gold with Hall of Fame, glue hands, break started, downhill, and triple threat juke. I personally believe this makes it really stand out. And then defensively, you can guard the perimeter at all lengths. The only things he really can't do is guard the paint with post lockdown or set brick wall screens. Now in total, this means that we finished with 50, 77, 86, 96 total badge points on this build, which I personally believe to be amazing, because once you get the +8 for having finished college or rebirth, and also having finished the previous 4 seasons of NBA 2K22, you get 104 total badge points on this Magic Johnson build. Now, when it comes to takeovers, I decided that the very first takeover you got to go with is most likely team takeover boost or team ratings boost. I decided to go with team takeover boost because once your team has takeover, it gets kind of insane. And then maybe the next one will be something along the lines of, with me on any build, I love to go with anything along the lines of defense. So I decided to go with an extreme clamps build on the second side of it. Now what 2K says we are having to build here is a playmaking shot creator, the likes of Lonzo Ball, DeJounte Murray, and LaMelo Ball. Wow, this is the second time we got that. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's Magic Johnson build video. If you didn't, then do me a favor, drop a dislike on the video. But if you did, don't forget to hit that like button down below. If you have a comment on a specific build you want to see me make within NBA 2K22 Next Gen, then do me a favor, drop a comment down below, because, you know what I'm saying, I do respond to all of you. And if you're new to the channel and you ain't done so yet, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, because as most of you know, we're trying to get to 600 subscribers by the end of the month. But yeah, it's been your boy Alvin MB10, aka AMR10. I'll catch you in a bit. Deuces.